All right. And then what else I was going to talk about today? Oh, somebody was asking regarding the application for the yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Um I'm gonna talk about the DEA application because I know a lot of persons or a few persons had asked me a question regarding that. And the DEA is I was about to say dangerous drug, but it is the Drug Enforcement Administration application. So those persons who are nurse practitioners, doctors, dentists, pharmacists, anybody who basically handles certain controlled substance, then definitely you need this license to go ahead and handle those drugs. So one person, I remember I was talking in a video and they were asking about some things regarding nursing. So I'm just going to touch on that application a little bit. All right. So this application, you definitely have to have a job first before you decide to go ahead and apply for it. You can't apply for it without having your license. You need your state license to get that. And as I say, it is for nurses, dentists, nurse practitioners, or anybody who is handling those drugs. And then a lot of information they'll ask you. I think the application is probably like say about $888. $888, and then it is non-refundable. Then you have the application is very lengthy, but if you don't normally if you're not the kind of person that diverts any drug, or you've never been in any issues with your license, or with any drug related issues, then it should be a pretty straightforward application for you. It asks for like your regular just information regarding your background, and you definitely need your social security. And as I say, you need information regarding the practice wherever you'll be working to get where you'll be using that license. So you definitely need information from there. And then you do the application online, and the process takes about, I think they say about 4 weeks. But when I did mine, I got it back in probably like say about 2 weeks. So it wasn't that bad. Another thing is when I did the application, as I say, it's non-refundable. So just make sure you go through the application itself and try not to have any errors or anything there, because once you pay $888, you're not getting that back. So you're gonna have to just do over another application. But the good thing about it is that the lady or when I sent in mine, they were able to email me because there was some issues with the doctor that was doing my application with me. And so I went ahead and did over there was something else that I needed to do, and I was able to just fix it there. So I didn't end up losing my $888. All right. So, okay, nice, Grace to me. She says she's in the process of applying for her first DEA, and the employer is giving me the runaround for who is going to pay the 800. Yeah, so some companies, they definitely will, reimburse you for that $888. Some don't, but yeah, I ended up paying for mine. I pay for everything for myself, because my company ain't doing anything like that, so um thank you so much, Marvin, for saying that. Great job you are doing here, Stacy. Continue to share. Thank you. No problem. Joshua says, would you recommend starting as a CNA or straight to a RN? Definitely go straight to a RN, unless you are scared of going into, just stepping out there. But I don't see why you'd want to start as a CNA if you have the opportunity to, just go in for the RN. I just think it would be a waste of time. I can understand some persons who are, probably waiting for certain courses, or trying in the process of getting certain things done, then this would be the way to go. But if you have everything ready, I wouldn't settle for the CNA. I would just go ahead and start the RN job or application. Grace to me says, sorry, this is a major hospital, so I'm expecting reimbursement at least. Okay, nice. Yeah. At least they should be doing that. But sometimes what they'll have you do is, as I say, yeah, they'll definitely reimburse you for that. I when I asked my employer at the time, she was like, "Oh no, you have to have everything." So that's just it. Um but yes, so you definitely have to have all of that information regarding, the application. They do not accept Zelle, so don't expect you're gonna Zelle them any money. Yeah, they don't accept Zelle. It has to be the credit or debit card online for you to get that application paid for. All right, and then there are different forms that are available, so you definitely need to choose a form that is appropriate to you. So, for example, you're a nurse practitioner, you need to get that form for the nurse practitioner. I think it was like 224 or something like that, the form was. You definitely need to fill out that form that is appropriate for the nurse practitioners. And then from there, you send off the application. Once it's approved, then they will definitely send you over that license. And what I would encourage persons to do is, well, for me, when I have any form of license, I tend to put them in my phone so that way at least a month before it gives me a reminder every year, so that way I don't miss anything, just like my regular certification. So if I have PALS, my trauma certification, whatever it is, just go ahead and put it in your phone, save it as like a birthday or something, so that way you can have that reminder so nothing gets expired on you. Because when things get expired, sometimes it's the hardest time of your life, because it's difficult to get those renewed. So just try to keep abreast with your expiration dates and everything, so that way it doesn't reach that point where you miss a date or something. All right. Um, do we have anybody who wants to ask any question? Please go ahead and double tap on the live. And thank you so much if you're new here. Really appreciate you taking the time out. All right. So that was regarding the DEA application. Am I missing anything on that? Probably not. Marvin, do you have any questions for me? All right. So yeah, so I am basically just see here charting up, charting. So Scott, did you work today? Or Grace, did you work today? So because it was snowing, today, I had a few patients that I had appointments for. So all of them I did like virtual visits today. And tomorrow is going to be virtual visit day as well, because I'm not going to be able to drive in that snow. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to drive in that snow. And a lot of places closed down because of the snow. So, I don't see why I'm going to be going outside. So how do you do? Hello, I quit. How are you doing? Where are you from? Grace to me. If you're here, how do you now that it is snowing in New York? How is it with your patients? Do you do only virtual visits at this time, or they recommend you still seeing doing house calls like in person? Because I know probably how many months out of the year it's snowing down that side. Okay, you're from Illinois.